You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got a couple of things for this video today. We got Sophie Cunningham rising to meteoric levels, and I knew this had already happened because, well, I did the Shadur Sanders part of this video on the football channel a couple of days ago. But it started to make its way around. I wanted to wait about Sophie Cunningham's rise to stardom as the most searched female athlete in the United States for this year, for the entire year. And crazy enough, she surpassed Caitlin Clark, and that's amazing. That truly is. And I'm going to answer a question I was asked about earlier about in regards to Caitlin Clark's agent. I was asked basically, hey, and you know what? We can start here. I was asked earlier, hey, Rhodes, rumors are flying around. Did Caitlin Clark fire her agent? And I started doing some digging around, and the answer looks to be no. Now, Caitlin Clark attended the Indiana-Ohio State Big Ten Championship. She posted this, I don't know, I think it might have been on her Instagram. Don't worry, I'm cheering for IU at the game the other day. And there was another photo that surfaced, and it got people's attention. Caitlin Clark and boyfriend Connor McCaffrey with Alan Zucker, partner at Excel Sports Management, and his son at the Big Ten Championship in Indiana. There's Connor, there's Caitlin. I guess this is the guy's son. I would assume this is Alan Zucker, all right? And the answer would be no. No. He is one of the people at, and I answered the guy, he's one of the people in the same group that is with Aaron Kane. And they evidently all work together, okay? So it looks like there hasn't been a change in agency. Doesn't even look like there's been a change in agent because his name has been brought up in conjunction with Caitlin Clark and Aaron Kane for at least the last 2 years I saw, going all the way back to, well, once I got to 2023, I was like, okay, that's far enough for me to have a pretty good answer to this question. So that answer would be no. It looks like she has not changed agents. I would assume she still has Aaron Kane, which many believe she shouldn't have anymore after that Nike deal that she took, right? So another interesting comment somebody said to me that they wish that Caitlin Clark would play in Project B. And for no other reason to flex her muscles in the direction of the WNBA to let them know, hey, you need to watch how you treat me, how I'm treated in this league, and understand there is another option for me that's willing to pay me a lot of money. So, and I found that comment that was brought up to me kind of interesting, and I kind of understand the comment. It creates a little leverage back in Caitlin Clark's favor. She should have all the leverage. But these idiots running these teams and running this league, and some of the players, they don't seem to understand that, it seems. Sophie Cunningham eclipses Caitlin Clark for the most searched women's athlete. This came out by way of Google the other day. I saw it. And I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. One of the biggest stories in women's basketball this season, especially among the Indiana Fever, was Sophie Cunningham's rise to superstardom. While Cunningham cultivated a solid fan base during her first 6 WNBA seasons, her trade to the Fever last offseason presented a great opportunity for her to capitalize. Cunningham wasted no time becoming beloved among the Fever's fan base, most notably by the way she came to Clark's defense, throwing Connecticut Sun guard J.C. Sheldon to the ground a quarter after Sheldon shoved Clark during a June 17 game. Don't forget, it's on video of them holding her back when Caitlin Clark got shoved initially. Sophie tried to get to Marina Mabrey and to JC then, and they were holding her on because she was on the bench. And you know that's a no-no. You cannot storm the court. She was sure trying to. This skyrocketed Cunningham's notoriety for better or worse as women's basketball fans were divided over whether this move from Cunningham deserved acclaim or disdain. Let me guess. Grant Young. Yep. This son of a bitch is woke as hell. Cunningham didn't seem to care either way as she leaned into this polarizing moniker and become one of the most talked about figures in sports. Cunningham becomes the most searched women's athlete in 2025. And here is the actual graphic that came out the other day. I did go verify this with Google Trends for 2025 in the United States. I verified it the other day when I was making the Shadur video. This is accurate. She was the most searched female athlete in the United States of America. Now, it should be noted, a lot of these searches are from insane search spikes during the season. One could guess Shadur Sanders' drop in the NFL draft was a gargantuan story. Gargantuan. Shiloh, too, his brother. Jalen Carter, did Dak Prescott spit on him or whatever it was, and did he spit on Dak? Is that what it was? Whatever it was, he got tossed out of a game. That was a big deal. Cam Scatterboo, he was very popular, and he got hurt badly during the game. Micah Parsons, the trade. Justin Rose, the Masters. So there was some kind of event. Now you may be like, damn, Rhodes, you kind of came down on that SI guy. Yeah, it's because of this. Unlike Cunningham, Clark was not the most searched women's athlete last year. That distinction belonged to controversial Olympic boxer Amin Khalif. Oh, you mean the man? You mean the man? The man? That was a dude who was come on. Caitlin Clark came in number 2 to a dude, so she was the most searched athlete. Simone Biles was second. Boy, you want to talk about rubbing me the wrong way. That was a big story over on our big channel, by the way. That boxer and that entire fallout was a huge channel. Huge topic on that channel. And us covering that. I mean, but that situation in boxing, just going out there, just beating the tar out of women. Unbelievable. And then you got some writer like this talking about Caitlin Clark came in number 2 to this guy. Come on, stop it. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I was like, wow, Sophie, what's up? Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.